Pranam, this is Rahul Kapoor Jain and welcome back. MAUN VRAT, which means observing the wow of silence, has been described as a very useful component in spiritual development. When a meditator refrains from speaking, he begins to accumulate physical and mental energies, which can then be used for the purpose of self-reflection and self-analysis. Observing silence in its true and complete sense means observing silence of speech and practicing silence of mind. When the mind is still, that is when we create self-control over our thoughts, words and actions. Maun or silence is a way of gaining understanding of that which is beyond words. This inner silence is a gateway to our soul. Now here's how the inner mechanics work. When we choose to remain silent, we don't allow thoughts to convert into words and words into sounds. Our thoughts don't find a way to release. Now that helps the mind to automatically reduce its mindless chatter. This in turn allows only valuable thoughts to enter our mind. Thus, the quality of everything we do increases dramatically. Now let us dwell on some of these amazing health benefits that you can derive by observing silence. According to a study undertaken in 2006, it was found that 2 minutes of silence relieves tension in the body and the brain and is more relaxing than listening to music and can thus lower blood pressure and regulate blood circulation in the brain. A study in 2012 suggests that just 2 hours of silence could create new cells in the hippocampus region of the brain that is linked to learning, remembering, and emotions. Many other studies have found that silence can help in boosting immunity, decreasing stress by lowering cortisol levels, and it promotes good hormone regulation. Practicing silence also has plenty of psychological benefits. Silence boosts creativity. Leaders and businesses have often found breakthrough solutions to long-standing problems when they have gone into hibernation. Observed silence allowed their thoughts to go where they will and found inspiration and innovative approaches which otherwise seemed almost inaccessible. Silence also helps us develop strong relationships. When we spend time in reflection, we are able to see things more clearly and are able to understand other people and ourselves better and thus develop an ability to respond instead of mindless reactions. It is useful to become mindful of the powerless conversations which makes us criticize others, use abusive languages, utter words that offend and hurt others, or indulge in self-praise, because these activities are a wasteful expenditure of energy and harms our physical, spiritual, and emotional well-being. So get wise and be quiet. In conclusion, let me reiterate that the old saints and religious figures had understood the importance of silence in a life that is saturated by speech. They knew the power that we can generate just by refraining ourselves from speaking. Well, we don't really need weeks and months and years of practice of silence. You just need to make a humble beginning, even if it is just for one day in a week. But I think it'll be a worthy enough practice to get started for a life that really matters. If you find that difficult, then just try 20 minutes of silence every single day, plus just 2 minutes of silence. Yes, only 2 minutes of silence when emotions are running really very high, and then see the benefits for yourself. It is said that Bhagavan Mahavir spent 12.5 years in silence. Yes, from the time he became a monk until the time he got enlightened, he did not speak at all. Along with silence, he practiced deep meditation and severe penance to achieve the state of enlightenment. Now that was Bhagavan Mahavir's quest to transport himself from the state of Atma to Paramatma. My question to you is, what is your quest? What is your ultimate quest in this life? Now contemplate on this in silence and find your answers. This is JAINISM Simplified.